Before we get started, I would like to go over a few housekeeping items and the structure of our webinar session today. To those who follow this webinar through Zoom, please mute your microphones. We are also broadcasting this webinar live on our Facebook. This webinar session is divided into 3 segments. First, we will begin with key questions posed to our guest speaker. Then, we will answer questions from participants. At any time during the webinar, you may submit your questions to the guest speaker. Just start your questions in the chat and comment section. Please keep your question short and straightforward. As time allows, we will address as many questions as possible. Lastly, we will then wrap up today's webinar session. This webinar is recorded, and you will be able to access this recording via our Facebook and YouTube page. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our guest speaker today. Puan Rina Sarif is presently the Chief Human Capital Officer at Lembaga Tabung Haji. She was appointed to the position in August 2020. She also currently serves as Board of Director for TH Movenpick Hotel and Convention Center. She has just been appointed as the University Utaras Malaysia University Industry Advisory Council, Council member of 30% Club Malaysia, and recently onboarded the Talent Corp Women Leaders Network Circle. Her reputation in the human capital are evident amongst the industry leaders and was listed as the top 101 most influential HR global leader by the World HRD Congress, HR leader with CSR initiative from the Asia HRM 2019 in Singapore. She was also awarded as the Malaysia's Most Talented HR Leader Award by the World HRD Congress and MIHRM. She continues to be recognized in the HR industry by receiving one of the prestigious awards early this year as Women in HR Leadership Awards by the CHRO Asia. A fast thinker, results-oriented, always challenging the conventional ways, competitive, and addicted in making impacts. It is clear that the exponential rate of the new normal is very much aligned with her energetic and charismatic persona as a HR leader in bringing the organization through the next phase in the digital economy. Without any doubt, her strong presence and her spirit of giving back to the society in many social programs have inspired many women to lead the way in the corporate world. She currently directs the Thriving Woman Agenda in TH in the effort to uplift more women leaders to take on a bigger leadership position. She is a no unfamiliar figure in the HR industry as she speaks at many internationally renowned conferences, TV, media, and magazines. On Rina Sarif, let us get started. The first question to the guest speaker is, what is work from home or WFH to you? Silakan, Rina.
MashaAllah, I'm humbled with the introduction, Ismail. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. MashaAllah, I can see, I think the participant, if I can see in Zoom, right now is increasing. You okay? Keep on increasing. 260, wow. Semakin naik, ya. Alhamdulillah. First and foremost, I would like to thank Razak School of Government and also to all of you yang tadi saya tengok daripada belakang screen tadi, ada yang dari rumah, ada yang dari atas katil pun ada. And I saw you are now online from everywhere. Ya, dan saya ucapkan terima kasih to RSOG and also to all of you pegawai-pegawai JPA and also from the corporate sector and also from the public front. You must remember this number, okay, 1324. It has been 1 year, 3 months, 2 weeks and 4 days hari ni ya, that kita semua work from home. It has been 1 year, 3 months, 2 weeks and 4 days since the first Malaysian MCO. Yeah, and after the WHO declared the COVID-19 pandemic since March 11. And di Malaysia, kita perkenalkan MCO since March 18. So ever since then, all of us, I would say, except the frontliners, we have been operating from home, from our little space at home. Now, to me, since the question was, how do I see work from home, and what I understand by working from home is that since I work from home, the change has been radical. There has been radical change in terms of how I myself working from home and how I ensure the employees of the organization working from home. Yeah, and the experience of mass working from home during the COVID-19 actually has shifted attitudes. Kita dah change our preference, change how we see working from home, and our perspective on working from home is already different. Now, some people, they like working from home. Some people, they don't like working from home. It depends on your personality. Kalau extrovert, the extrovert people, they find energy from socializing with people. For introvert, they find energy from solitude, from being with yourself, because it is when you are alone that you can find strength and refill your wealth. Okay, so it depends on your personalities. If you're extrovert, maybe working from home doesn't suit you. If you're introvert, then working from home may be very much suitable with you. Now, that is in terms of personality. Now, I like to bring you on to the next level. Now, kita manusia ni, we are categorized under 2 groups. Yeah, satu is below the line. Another one is above the line. Below the line is has got to do with the mindset. Cara kita melihat kehidupan ya bergantung kepada mindset kita. Cara orang yang below the line melihat lockdown, melihat MCO, melihat COVID-19 adalah dengan cara negatif. Dengan cara, oh my God, what's going to happen to me? Lockdown, boringnya, tak dapat pergi mall, or tak dapat nak socialize, tak dapat nak pergi kenduri. You know, these are below the line. But people who are categorized above the line, yeah, people who look at things, look at situation from a bigger perspective, from growth mindset perspective. So orang yang melihat lockdown, melihat COVID-19 from above the line will consider working from home as an opportunity for them to do a lot of reflection, to do a lot of healing, ya, penyembuhan dari segi kerohanian, ya, melihat lockdown and MCO sebagai satu kesempatan untuk dunia menyembuhkan diri. For example, during the lockdown, we are not outside. The animals in the zoo are actually quite happy because why? Because then now they have the environment back. The water is cleaner. Laut dah kurang kekotoran because caused by the human, ya. So kalau kita dikategorize di atas above the line, ya, this is below the line, this is above the line, then we consider working from home as no issue, no problem. Because we take the opportunity as an opportunity for us to do a lot of reflection. We take the opportunity to look back and revisit our mission and vision. We take the opportunity to also think and reposition whether we have achieved the goal, we have not achieved the goal, how far we are from our ambition, from our aspiration, and we take the opportunity actually untuk bertanya kepada diri kita sendiri, di manakah kita, siapakah kita. It is during this solitude. Now, saya pernah terbaca di dalam one of my books, and during my coaching. My coaching session was with outside Malaysia, not local, Now, how do you see things is that, wow, during the lockdown, actually it helps me to find myself back. Because di dalam kesibukan kita mengejar timetable, mengejar meeting, mengejar time kita untuk attend meeting secara fizikal, waktu itu sekarang digunakan di rumah. And waktu yang terluang itu, the traveling time that we spend at home can be used to rectify ourselves and to connect ourselves back with our soul. Sebab dalam kesibukan kita sebenarnya, kita kurang waktu untuk sit down alone in solitude to actually ask ourselves, who am I? What have I been doing? Have I been doing enough to my team as a leader? Have I been doing enough to the environment? Have I been doing enough to the community? Have I been doing enough? Because sebelum MCO, kita sibuk traveling, caught up in traffic jam. We are so busy running after our tight schedule, filling our time with entertainment, with socializing. So sebenarnya pada saya during MCO ini banyak sebenarnya misi-misi yang lama tertunggak itu I could revisit back, and I was able to catch up lah pada saya, Ismail. Yeah, that is my perspective on working from home.
Thank you so much, Puan Rina, for the introduction. If we get you correctly so far, we have been in this working from home environment for more than 1,000 days.
1324, yeah. One month, 1 year, 3 months, 2 weeks, and 4 days today.
So naturally, we have pockets of opportunity to reflect. And you rightly pointed that at the moment it's dependent on your personality. It also the influence by your mindset. And blessing in disguise, some of the things that we may not have the opportunity to do it in the past, this is the window of opportunity for us to do so. So Puan, let us go to the second question. What are the challenges relating to work from home?
Right. Okay, challenges banyak. There are pros and cons, because working from home is quite uneven in terms of acceptance by the community and also by the employees and everyone, Now, I want to draw your attention to one of the research I read recently in STAR, okay? It is very recent, done by Ipsos. Surprisingly, Malaysia has actually recorded higher than global average in terms of working from home during the pandemic. So Malaysia ni atas global average, Malaysia is 65% claiming to be working from home compared to 52% of the global average. So kebanyakan daripada kita di Malaysia ni actually, so many of us are working from home lah. Tapi what's most surprising to me when I read the research is that dah lah kita working from home banyak, that's no issue, no problem, Malaysian, actually based on the research, comparing to 28 countries, Malaysia actually recorded the highest level of anxiety. Now, the 28 countries, comprise of the big kingdom like Great Britain, like United States, like Chile, like Belgium, like Argentina, the South America side of the world, and India, and mainland China. So when it did the poll, 28 countries, Malaysia, in terms of anxiety, is experienced the highest level. This is Ipsos punya research. And if I'm not mistaken, you can check in the STAR dated 21st January this year. You can check. So the survey noted that the stress actually was due to having to adapt themselves with working from home. So sebenarnya result ni merisaukan saya because it shows that we Malaysians are not adaptable compared to other countries. Ya, ini data, kita ada data. Ini bukan just empirical evidence. Ini bukan hearsay ya. So the reason why they are stressed was due to changes in routine. Dulu pergi kerja, sekarang kena kerja dari rumah ya. Family pressure and also other concerns. Mungkin other concerns ni untuk mereka-mereka yang labor workers, they are paid by per day wage, jadi mungkin itu juga menimbulkan stress lah. And then 63% of the Malaysian at large is finding difficult to achieve work-life balance. This is the result from the data, from the survey. Yeah. So work-life balance is a challenge for 1/3 of Malaysian employees. Banyak tu 1/3. Yeah. Now, talking about work-life balance, sebenarnya saya tak percaya in work-life balance because I know in reality you cannot find balance between work and life. So to me, what I managed to do was you have to integrate between work and your life lah. Because nak cari balance tu susah. And saya dalam kapasiti saya sebagai ketua pegawai modal insan, di mana to ensure employees in the organisation finding that balance is actually really tough, really tough. Kita boleh cakap lah, okay, we need to create work-life balance, but in reality, it is actually a challenge. I mean, how? I'm still finding the solution to find a balance between work and life. Maybe kita boleh buat lah pockets of initiative, like, okay, mungkin balik cepat sikit ke apa, but still, I don't think that we can find a balance. That is based on my observation lah. And then based on this survey, 62% of the Malaysian are finding difficult to work from home sebab equipment dekat rumah tak cukup. And Ismail, if you can remember, if all the audience can remember, when we started to work from home, Shopee, Lazada, Iklas semua sibuk kan nak deliver our work table, our what is it, the webinar light lah, all the digital device to ensure that we can operate from home. So kat Malaysia ni 62% of them actually finding it a challenge to operate from home because of the lack of devices to support them to work from home. And I would understand macam employees who are operating from a very limited space, for example, in apartment or in flats, it is a very challenging for them to work from home. And then also the survey says that for women yang umur bawah 35 tahun lagi stress because that is when they have babies, anak menyusukan anak. At the same time, bosses are demanding. Jadi quite a number of them are feeling the heat and stress for working from home. And then on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, there are 57% of the employees are feeling very lonely, feeling very isolated with working from home because they feel very depressed, tak jumpa orang, depressed, tak dapat interaction dengan the general public kan. And mungkin juga ini kategori yang extrovert, that they need energy from the people around them. So the stress would come from female employees, from business owners especially. I'm not sure whether there are business owners who are watching me right now, but we do understand you are having pressure with having to close your shop, and then you have to quickly tweak your business model to adapt with this new environment. Oh, dah ada soalan dah masuk ya. Okay, tak apa. Nanti kita jawab soalan ya. Muhammad An-Nizam ya. Terima kasih soalan tu. So the challenges we're facing ni memang ada challenge lah. Because in the beginning I mentioned just now, Ismail, that how we look at the situation would depend on your personalities and would depend on your mindset. Satu below the line and satu above the line. So kalau kita ni above the line, we look at the situation of COVID-19, of the lockdown with a growth mindset, growth perspective, then kita akan make use of this lockdown. But if we are below the line whereby we need a lot of energy from people around us, we need a lot of perspective, we need a lot of help, yeah, to pull us up, then they would fall under the depressing line, below the line. Dia dipanggil the victim. Selalu mangsa. So mereka akan selalu menyalahkan, ini COVID lah ni, kerajaan lah ni, ini virus lah ni, entah datang, ini China lah ni. Dia selalu menyalahkan orang lain, blame. Tetapi orang yang dekat kategori atas ni will take the opportunity and say, okay, there is COVID. So how do I now adapt, or how do I take the opportunity of the situation to live within this limited space and improve myself, or to even do something different? That's how I see things lah, challenges.
Rina, it seems that we have a host of challenges, daripada yang physical, daripada setengah-setengahnya kurang infrastruktur. Kita juga ada cabaran daripada segi dimensi sosial, kerana kita mungkin keseorangan di rumah, ataupun juga tekanan-tekanan lain yang menambahkan lagi cabaran. Rina, the last question to you is, what can employers do to manage these challenges?
Right. Usually, I have spoken about this in many of my webinars. And my last series was during the CEO series last 2 weeks. Yeah, I have informed everyone that during the COVID, the HR department plays a critical role. Yeah, because why? Because di tabung haji kita panggil jabatan modal insan lah, ya, modal insan. So di sini, when crisis hit the economy, when crisis hit the organization, the country, it is the responsibility of all the leaders to step up and find ways how to mitigate this, how to find solution, and how to address this issue. So in this context, in the employer point of view, HR has the golden opportunity to step up. Kalau sesiapa yang daripada bahagian sumber manusia yang sedang mendengar saya, so it is actually HR to actually step up to produce change and to actually initiate change for the entire organization. Because HR is the department that advises the CEO, advises the C-suite, advises the head of department, and advises the fellow colleagues and employees in the organization. So dari segi majikan, ya, from the employer point of view, I can share with you what we Tabung Haji did. Di Tabung Haji, waktu lockdown dan MCO, Jabatan Muda Insan Tabung Haji yang paling sibuk. Paling sibuk because we understand during the lockdown, employees ada yang rasa depressed, ada yang tak biasa duduk rumah, ada yang mungkin tak tahu nak start kerja di mana, you know, and they have to adapt to this lifestyle and having to manage their family. So from the employer point of view, Tabung Haji, our priority is employees' mental and well-being. Jadi realizing that during this lockdown can cause anxiety, depression, demotivation because lack of engagement with your colleagues in the office. So kita dari segi majikan telah menyediakan program-program yang memastikan employees di rumah diisi, waktu-waktu employees di rumah diisi dengan program-program engagement, program-program learning and development, program apa lagi? Employee engagement, learning development, program dari segi sasiah, pengisian kerohanian. And in Tabung Haji, sewaktu lockdown kita dah start bacaan Al-Kahfi secara berjemaah nationwide, satu Malaysia, malam Jumaat, hari Khamis malam, ya. And we have started our Yasin every Friday, Tazkirah. Jadi di Tabung Haji ni, aktiviti Jabatan Modal Insan lah, staff-staff yang di bawah employee experience ni memang sibuk mengatur program untuk employee supaya mereka masih rasa sense of belonging with the organization. Yeah, so that is the programs that we've done for tabung haji. Now, it is also the responsibility of the employer to also promote your core values. Back to the title of this program today, Iklas tapi Jauh kan? I like that title anyway. Ada lagu kan, tak silap I. Iklas patutnya main lagu tu tadi. So Iklas tapi Jauh is that ada dua juga, okay, ada divide. Satu, staff juga sekarang ni confused. Oh, I nak kerja ni, tapi macam mana ya? Kita kena bantu. Lagi satu, staff tahu tanggungjawab mereka dan mereka memang boleh independently working from home. So kategori yang pertama ni yang I want to work but I don't know. My working environment is not suitable, you know. So how do I work? How do I still deliver? So adalah tanggungjawab kita untuk membantu kategori yang pertama ni, because we have to understand, we have to be empathetic dengan apa yang employees going through. So kita provide bantuan dari segi ni. So some of the talks that Tabung Haji organize is how to be productive during working from home. Kita ada amanah, you know, menjaga amanah sewaktu working from home. We have programs like that. We have programs yang ada nilai-nilai kerohanian untuk memastikan staff ni walaupun jauh tetapi mereka tetap ada connection, tetap amanah di dalam menjalankan tanggungjawab mereka terhadap organisasi. Ya, so di Tabung Haji sebenarnya waktu lockdown ni, tim saya di Jabatan Modal Insan memang sibuk. They are actually working 24/7. Itu satu, dalam pada nak menangani krisis COVID-19. When we receive cases where, saya positif COVID, keluarga saya positif COVID. So we provide that counseling and support to our employees yang di quarantine di MAIBS, yang quarantine di hospital, yang sedang dirawat di hospital. So di Tabung Haji kita memang sibuk. Ada counseling unit yang akan sibuk untuk membantu staff-staff yang diagnosed by the COVID. Kita membantu staff yang sedang quarantine to ensure that their mental strength is there. Kita sediakan program untuk staff-staff yang bukan COVID tapi working from home. And then we also continue on the learning and development in terms of technical knowledge. So sangat sibuk di Tabung Haji.
Puan Rina, betul kalau kami dapat key point Puan Rina tadi, ada dua perkara yang Tabung Haji as an employers do. Satu is reaching out to the staff to ensure that the sense of belonging is still there, and emphasize on the values. Sebab dalam kita situasi yang berbeza ni, values tu lah yang akan membantu kita stay put or stay on course. Puan, kita dah mula terima soalan daripada peserta-peserta kita.
Wow, meriah ni chat box ni.
Saya baca soalan pertama.
71 semakin meningkat ya participants. Masya Allah.
Daripada Puan Nurul Ain, dia tanya macam mana, how does employer know that their employees sincerely work from home?
Ya. Kita takkan tahu macam mana staff sincerely working from home. Tetapi kita boleh mengingatkan employees tentang core values yang kita uphold in organisation. Yeah, and in Tabung Haji, our core values is caring and loving. So di saat pandemik ni lah kita harus menunjukkan our concern, our care and love to the employees. Yeah, and kita juga ada core values in terms of teamwork. So kita akan pastikan program-program tu akan menyatukan Tabung Haji employees sama ada di Beaufort, di Mukah, di Kuala Berang, di Terengganu also to come together in one program. So untuk employer yang mendengar ya di program saya ini, so I would recommend that you use your core values untuk glue the employees together. This is the time when the employees have to tie up with our core values. kita sebelum COVID kita cakap core values and it's always kan hang dekat wall kan, but it is actually this time that our core values are tested. It is this time that our leadership skills are tested. It is during this tough time. Yeah. So untuk menjawab soalan, kita takkan tahu sama ada staff itu ikhlas atau tak ikhlas, kita tak tahu. Tetapi kita berusaha untuk mengingatkan mereka that this is integrity. Working from home is integrity. Amanah itu harus dijaga. And for tabung haji, we are an Islamic organisation. Jadi kita memang back to the Quran lah and the Sunnah. We always remind that amanah itu harus dijaga because amanah itu nanti di akhirat akan disoal. Jadi it's quite easier for us because we have that Islamic channel to be connected to the Almighty. Yeah. So jawapannya kita tak tahu.
Well, Rina, I guess this is a follow-up question from the first one from Cik Anizam. So macam values, the new digital technology, this is all the practices that we gather from the WFH punya era ni. So, do you see all these things can continue in the future?
Yeah. Also the research showed in Future of Work shows that sebenarnya COVID-19 ini percepatkan migration towards digital and remote working. Many organizations actually delay this flexible working arrangement. But the COVID-19 actually memaksa semua organisasi untuk quickly leapfrog and jumpstart their digital transformation strategy ataupun their future of work strategy in the organisation. So yes, in fact, many of the organisation yang saya dengar in my HR space, banyak organisation sebenarnya menggunakan platform ini untuk teruskan the FWA policy in their organisation. Because I also heard that cost banyak reduce because of the electricity, and maybe space pun boleh reduce. Yeah, we don't even have to come to work anymore, and terbukti banyak juga KPI boleh dicapai by working from home. So it's not all the time that working from home can be depressing. So that's why I said the distribution is uneven. Ada yang memang produktif, ada yang depressing working from home sebab tak jumpa colleagues, kan?
Right.
Yeah. So yes, to Anizam's question, it will be continued, and COVID-19 is the platform to leapfrog that digital transformation towards FWA.
That was an excellent point that you made, Puan, that apa-apa yang kita buat pada WFH ni sesuatu yang dah tertangguh lama, dan keadaan sekarang ni memaksa employer especially tengok balik apa yang boleh dibuat untuk future of work lah. Puan, yes. We have this question from Encik Syukur which looks very interesting. Dia cakap, right now, how do one manage the team to balance between work demand, critical deadline, but at the same time not put stress or burn out to the team?
Right. Very memang soalan yang sangat spot on. Challenging, saya tak reti, saya tak tahu jawapan sebenarnya, tapi tak apa, saya cuba ya. How do we manage the team? How do we actually motivate the team at the same time we'll be able to deliver, and at the same time not feeling relapsed in terms of energy lah. Betul kan? Tentu kan? Yeah. Okay. Now, COVID-19 sebenarnya is an epic test untuk your leadership skills. Yeah, for leaders who are listening in, yeah, for leadership, for leaders, yeah. Sebenarnya COVID-19 ni sebenarnya adalah satu ujian untuk pemimpin. Employees tu ujian lain, you know. Tapi pemimpin, dia challenge is different. Their challenge as a leader is actually now remotely. How do I inspire my team? How do I motivate my team? How do I ensure they still can deliver? Like when they are physically in the office, betul? So my answer is this, only one. All you need to do is to communicate, nombor satu, and nombor dua, to be empathy, to have empathy, and nombor tiga, sebagai pemimpin kita kena ikhlas dan jujur. We have to be sincere with ourselves. Because when we are sincere, if we tell our employees, you know, sekarang ni memang COVID-19, tapi kita terpaksa deliver sebab KPI kita, deadline kita is on this board meeting is next week. Jadi sebenarnya saya sendiri pun terasa dia punya kepayahan working from home. So when you are sincere and telling your team you understand,
Right.
that itself will build trust between the team members and the leader. And bila dah ada trust between the employees, your team members and the leader, then the team members will be able to go extra mile. Itu pengalaman saya lah. Ya, ini tak ada tulis dalam buku lah, Ismail. Ini tak ada tulis dalam buku. Tapi untuk continue to inspire during remote is like very important for you to just let's meet up. Let's meet up this morning. How are you, Nazura? How are you, Fazlina? Fahmi, how's your family? Itu je, the consent show by the leader actually helps the employees to rasa, bos saya ingat saya lah. Macam tu. So it is very important. Communication, empathy, and also you need to be sincere.
Right.
Yeah.
For Rina, this question from Puan Mazliati relate to the communication point that you made. She asked you, how do you manage the differences in opinion when making change? And what is your thought on the gender issue in change management?
Oh wow. Siapa yang tanya tu?
Puan Mazliati.
Mazliati from where ya?
Daripada Kementerian Pelajaran, Puan.
Oh wow, education. Oh, okay. Itu mungkin Puan Mazliati terror dari segi teori, tapi saya ni practical je ya, experiential. How do you manage differentiation in opinion? Now, when you embark into dunia pekerjaan, yeah, I'm talking about the career perspective. Yeah, you can never escape from having a different opinion. Can never escape. So if you think that entering an organization and you can escape from that, the answer is no. Memang akan ada differentiation in opinion, yeah. So how do you manage the differentiation in opinion? How I do things is that I always have data to back up my statement. Whenever you want to do change, you have to have a business case for change. So business case for change too have to be backed up by data. When you have data to back up your business case for change, it is going to be very difficult for people to rebut you because you are the data. The data proves that there need to be changed. There need to be changes. Yeah. So kalau orang tu argue lah, when you are actually on the right track, there's nothing to lose because buying in, negotiation, buying in, influencing decision would require a few rounds. Many times, it cannot happen only one round. It has to be a few repetitive process. So to manage the differentiation of opinion is that you must be ready and be prepared with your facts and the reason why you are building the case for change. Macam tu.
Puan.
So even the first time you're not successful in building change, it's okay, try the next time. Because it's all a journey. The change is journey. Change doesn't happen within a day or within a month, no.
Puan, saya kumpulkan beberapa question ni sekarang serentak. Kerana dia...
Thank you, Mas Yati.
Saya rasa soalan-soalan ni datang daripada rakan-rakan kita yang lebih muda. Seperti Cik Badrudin, Cik Nasrik, Puan Rahimah. Antaranya dia tanya pasal macam mana kita nak bagikan masa ataupun nak manage anak-anak yang sedang mengikuti PDPR di rumah. Professional yang for the young professional, how do they adapt into this WFH environment, especially if they are new to the organization?
The first question was how to manage kids at home.
Yes, this is
Allah
pasal PDPR. Mungkin minta practical tips daripada Puan lah.
Allah, wow. Soalan-soalan semua susah ya. Okay, the first one is how to manage the kids at home ya. Okay, yang ada apa pembelajaran secara online ya. Okay, the second question was what?
The question is about the young professional. They enter into the organization during this WFH environment.
Okay.
Organisation tu sendiri dah lah sesuatu yang asing pada mereka.
Okay.
Tambah lagi dengan.
Yeah, faham. Yeah, okay. I will answer the first question. Kids, siapa yang tanya tentang anak-anak ni? Nak tengok sikit, boleh tak? I'm trying to interact with the participants. Ada 400 participants ya.
Pasal anak-anak ni Cik Badarudin daripada SPRM Pahang. Lepas tu Puan Rahimah, Puan Rahimah Adam pun tanya pasal anak-anak ni juga. Itu satu Puan Rahimah dengan Cik Badarudin tadi.
Okay, I will try to answer this. Saya sebenarnya, excuse me for a while, actually I sebenarnya nak tengok semua participant, tapi ada 16 page, jadi tak boleh nak scroll kan, because it's gonna take time. But then again, thank you very much everyone again ya. So, okay, untuk urus kids ni macam ni. Actually, we are born very talented. Kita sebenarnya dilahirkan dengan banyak bakat-bakat yang sebenarnya kita sendiri tak sedar. Let me tell you this. Because I've read somewhere in research that actually we human, we were born with a lot of talent. It is that we do not realize that we possess that talent. One of the talent is actually multitasking. So I have known many people who have kids who are going through PDPR. Is it PDPR?
Yeah, PDPR.
PDPR. And also on her laptop, having to do working paper, at the same time having to manage the technical glitch by the kids, actually requires multitasking talent. And I believe all of you have sebenarnya IR 5.0 Ismail sebenarnya. Yeah, 4.0 is yes, tapi banyak country dah move towards 5.0. Multitask is the #1 skill that you must possess for you to face the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and 5.0. You must be able to multitask. Ini dunia tak boleh one track line, dia tak boleh. You have to be able to be adaptable and be able to multitask. Skills yang diperlukan untuk future of work. #1 is cognitive. Cognitive tu adalah salah satu subset dia is actually the ability to multitask. Yeah. Otherwise, how do you expect our Prime Minister sekejap COVID, sekejap kan masalah ekonomi, sekejap ada isu tentang ini, sekejap ada isu WHO. How can he manage? Because he multitask. So all of us have the credibility and have the capability to multitask sebenarnya, especially women. Women ni dia boleh multitask compared to men. Dari segi psychology, women are better multitasker than men. Many tend to have one track mind, but women are able to multitask. That's why you tengok ibu-ibu kita kan, masak and then after that lipat kain and then after that attend to kids and then after that masak ada 3 lauk, but he's able to ni kacau masak lemak, lepas tu masak pula lagi satu, lepas tu masak air, lepas tu buat air untuk our fathers. How do you expect them to do that? Because they have the ability to multitask. So untuk ibu-ibu yang ada anak-anak yang you have to attend their their PDPR, you don't worry, you will be able to handle it, trust me. You will be able. Kalau ada kemahuan untuk fokus pada anak-anak and kerja, you can do it. don't worry, you can do it. Okay, so you don't give up, you will be able to manage it. Yeah.
Puan, we received also a question from our Facebook Live. This is from Azira.
Oh, Facebook. Oh,
yeah. She put up a very interesting question about the staff annual assessment. How do we go about?
Nice.
Yeah.
Performance appraisal, ya?
Yeah, performance appraisal.
Ya, sebenarnya ini pun merupakan isu yang dibangkitkan di Global Human Resource Convention. Now that we have moved into remote working, we have now moved into working from home. So now how do we do performance appraisal? Actually, nothing changed. You still stick to your KPI. To do your performance appraisal, kan ada KPI, right? So go through your KPI, perhaps perlu revisit lah kot. Kalau ada yang kena site visit to the project site ke, probably your leaders would have to tweak a little bit lah. Tapi untuk most of us who are actually office workers, I don't find any issue with delivering the KPI. Because now all our work actually resides in our laptop. All our files are now with the cloud, kan? Google Cloud, Google SharePoint. Yeah, so I don't see any issue with doing the performance appraisal. Kecuali kalau performance appraisal tu is by volume. For example, macam kita di tabung haji, you know, frontline have to process maybe 100 applicants per day, you know, or having to jual a product probably per day by revenue, and that one have to change lah. Kalau by volume and by if you are required to go to the sites. Yeah, tapi if you ask me, performance appraisal, nothing changed. It's still okay. You can still do your performance conversation via online. So tak ada masalah sebenarnya. Except those who are binded by volume or frequency by visits to your clients or marketing and sales lah. Yeah.
So in terms of assessment, most of the ingredients are already there.
Yeah.
Just how we give clarity to what should be done at the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, clarity.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we have touched about parents, the young people, this question from Puan Rahima is about orang kelainan upaya. You have something to share, Puan, during WFH on how we assist rakan-rakan kita yang kelainan upaya?
Wow, ada. Oh, okay. Sebenarnya tiada beza antara manusia biasa macam kita dengan OKU. No difference, because what is the difference is actually your mindset. Remember I told you the above line and the below line? Many OKUs are more successful than all of us yang are living normally. So in terms of OKU, tak ada masalah sebenarnya. Yeah, working from home, no problem. Because kita working from home, kita duduk dekat meja our working desk kan. So the same as OKU, also seated from the same place, one place. You are stationed in one place. So working from home, actually, there's no differences between OKU or people who are common like all of us. No issue.
Well, next question from Cik Hairizal. This is from the Facebook. Cik Hairizal say that pasti ada antara kita yang akan menjadi sleeping partners atau passenger dalam situasi WFH. Bagaimana HOD nak cari solution supaya semua orang melaksanakan amanah dan jika tak mampu terkawal, apa hukuman yang dicadangkan?
Right. Okay. Kita belum jawab soalan yang young professional junior who entered the organisation during working from home. Kan ada soalan tadi kan?
Tadi yang tu masih miss lagi.
Yeah, okay. I will answer on the question by siapa tadi?
Encik Hairizal.
Cik Hairizal from where ya?
Tak mention pula Puan.
Okay, it's okay. Tu. Oh, itu Encik Osman yang angkat tangan tu. Ya, Encik Osman. Saya nampak Encik Osman je dekat skrin ni. Okay, staff yang jadi passenger. Sebenarnya adalah tanggungjawab pemimpin untuk memastikan employees, team members kita semua jelas dengan apa yang mereka harus deliver, especially during working from home. So, pemimpin sebenarnya memainkan peranan yang penting untuk memastikan that none of our team members are passengers. Saya faham maksud Tuan tadi tu. But I still feel that it is the responsibility of the leader to pastikan anggota yang, if let's say, anggota yang bawah memastikan mereka clear dengan apa yang mereka harus deliver during working from home. Yeah, and then kalau mereka passenger dan tidak deliver, apa hukuman? Okay, to me di zaman modern sekarang ni lah, di zaman di mana well-being and mental health is very important. Kami di HR space cuba untuk elakkan menghukum staff. Ya, kecuali kalau memang hardcore, kecuali kalau memang they breach the policy, they breach the discipline in terms of money, integrity, itu lain cerita ya. Tapi in terms of deliverable during working from home, kita faham bahawa employees ni ada macam-macam masalah di rumah. Dan staff-staff yang jadi passenger ni, mungkin kita cuba fahami sebenarnya kenapa mereka passenger. Setelah kita bagi deliverable, what you're supposed to deliver, but still they're not clear. So we have to ask them, what is your problem? Sebenarnya waktu working from home ni adalah waktu yang terbaik untuk pemimpin having that brilliant conversation with your employees. That brilliant conversation sebenarnya daripada pemimpin tu sebenarnya boleh merubah kehidupan staff kita, kehidupan team members kita. Trust me, because I've seen many of the leaders having that brilliant conversation, having that empathetic conversation that actually touch the hearts of the employees, yang membuatkan employee tu nak deliver lebih, want to produce more. You know, is there anything much I can do? Is there anything else that I can do working from home? You know, what are the programs? It's they themselves who come back to us and ask. Yeah, so untuk staff yang jadi passenger ni, saya sarankan kita sendiri, first kita set target untuk mereka. Mungkin mereka tak jelas. Yang kedua, kita monitor and always have conversation with them. And then ketiga tu, hukuman tu is the last resort lah. Kecuali kalau memang kita dah bagi counselling, kita dah bagi target tapi degil lagi tu, itu memang kena tindakan disiplin lah. Tindakan yang disiplin by our JPA set kan. Yeah. That is my recommendation lah. Okay, on the question by young professional junior, yeah, meaning the fresh graduates that came on board your organization during working from home. Let me share with you, in Tabung Haji, kita ada onboarding called Thriving Onboarding Experience. Pengalaman onboarding di Tabung Haji, kalau nak translate in bahasa Malaysia lah. So bagi mereka yang baru masuk Tabung Haji, we have a virtual onboarding experience for them. So daripada dia macam real lah, walaupun online, but we treat them like you come to the office on your first day and we make them go through the journey. Kita tunjuk dia, kita kenalkan, selamat datang ke Tabung Haji. Saya kenalkan, ini merupakan Human Resource Business Partner yang akan menjaga Puan sewaktu hari pertama sampailah bila-bila di Tabung Haji. Jadi di Tabung Haji, ini merupakan CEO kita. Jadi kita ada thriving onboarding experience di Tabung Haji. And insyaAllah lah, those people who just came on board actually are engaged with the organization. So the creation of onboarding experience ni adalah penting, terutama sekali during the working from home. So the tagline untuk Tabung Haji is mencipta pengalaman ke arah kejayaan. So the pengalaman is the experience, internship experience, a fresh graduate experience, and the new hire experience. Kita punya own experience in tabung haji. So untuk menjawab soalan saudari yang bertanya ni lah. And then lagi yang point kedua is that if you are really good, if your mindset is atas level line tu, yang I cakap tu, you can work anywhere. You can work from home, can work in office, can work from your mother's house, you can work from Starbucks, you can work from anywhere. Because why? Because you can adapt, you can flip yourself with the environment around you. So tak ada masalah, oh saya baru masuk kerja, lepas graduate, ingatkan boleh report duty, datang office, tapi kena work from home. No, there should not be any issue on the physical location. What is most important is the experience. Saya harap saya menjawab ya.
Kalau saya boleh kembangkan soalan tadi tu, I think for few times Puan ada mention macam mana kita nak pergi yang satu level ke atas tu, yang boleh terima pembaharuan, boleh adapt pada keadaan. Saya percaya dalam kita punya room sekarang ni, ramai pegawai-pegawai yang muda, yang panjang lagi kerjaya mereka. Bagaimana agak-agak Puan, mereka boleh polish skill untuk jadi lebih adaptable, lebih terbuka pada pembaharuan dan sebagainya?
Soalan susah tu Ismail.
Ikutlah daripada pengalaman Puan, ada yang Puan praktis kan?
Ya, macam mana ya? Ini during interview pun sama juga. Kita cari candidate yang open and adaptable to the environment ya. Dalam Jabatan Muda Insan di tabung haji, kita ada assessment. Dari assessment tu kita boleh identify candidate, calon-calon yang memohon pekerjaan di tabung haji, sama ada mereka ni adaptable, agile, level-level calon-calon tersebut ya. Assessment, that's one thing. Tetapi untuk calon-calon yang ingin bekerja dengan tabung haji, adaptability and agility itu sangat penting. Now, how do you acquire agility now? It is actually your exposure, pendedahan dari segi social, pendedahan dari segi apa yang you buat sewaktu free time. Now, number one is to all of you ya, yang nak berubah menjadi lebih agile dan adaptive. First and foremost, you have to break your common ground. You have to break. Contoh ya, saya selama ni cakap Melayu. Macam mana saya nak break my ground? Okay, I start to mix with the Chinese. I start to mix with orang putih. I start to talk to tourists untuk saya practice my language skill. That's one example. Second example is you must join community yang positive. Another thing you must know is that sekiranya kita bergaul dengan orang yang sama setiap hari, setiap bulan, setiap tahun, you know, we are only mixing with the same people, our mindset, sel di otak kita takkan bersambung and develop. Because this thing has got to do with our brain cell. Because agility and adaptability has got to do with how your brain works, your neuro-linguistic, your prefrontal cortex. Dah masuk topik psikologi pula ni Ismail. So, you must understand, untuk jadi adaptable, your prefrontal cortex, ni otak yang di depan ni, have to be reconstruct. You have to reconstruct and deconstruct your social space supaya you bercampur dengan orang yang positif, orang yang boleh memberi pendedahan tentang benda yang baru, benda yang macam wow, macam ni ke? Oh wow, cara bekerja yang baru. Oh wow, exposure yang begini. Bukan bercampur dengan sekelompok orang yang you dah campur selama beberapa tahun yang lepas. You must make new friends. You must mix with people from other agencies. Kalau mungkin dari Kementerian Pendidikan, campur dengan tabung haji, you know, campur dengan agensi-agensi yang lain, campur dengan General Electric. Masa jumpa conference, jangan kita duduk dengan kita punya kawan-kawan saja, tetapi kita campur dengan orang daripada company yang lain. Dengan cara tu, our network akan expand. Once your network is expanded, your mindset pun expand. Jadi you takkan pemikiran, you takkan terlalu myopic, terlalu menjurus kepada inward thinking. Yeah, because now we are moving towards IR 5.0 guys. IR 4.0 pun kita dah rasa dia punya digital hit dia. Kita pun dah rasa macam research tadi yang mengatakan 65%, di mana tadi saya punya research tadi? 65% of Malaysians are now having 63%, 63% yang merasa difficulty achieving that level of adaptability. So boleh tak bayang nanti 5.0 macam mana? So if we don't change now, if we don't change our mindset now and start to expand our network, can you imagine kita akan susah nanti bila masuk 5.0? So sebenarnya Allah tu maha kaya. Allah tu persiapkan kita dengan COVID untuk kita lebih resilient, lebih kuat untuk menghadapi cabaran yang akan datang, yang mungkin akan lebih mencabar. That is my point of view. So that's why I said just now, Ismail, COVID-19 ni sebenarnya pada saya lah, sebenarnya sangat positif sebab saya ada masa untuk fikir balik, deconstruct my life, yeah. And then I start to change my daily protocols. Saya bukan cakap pasal schedule ya, saya cakap pasal daily protocols. Daily protocols tu adalah habit-habit kita yang kita pernah buat dulu tu, yang kita tak dapat perbaharui ni, kita buat masa lockdown. So you must change your daily protocols, guys, kalau nak adapt dan nak agile lah to face this world.
Puan, last question. This is from Cik Osman Saipo. Dia kata, kalau bagaimana pula dengan frontliners, Puan, yang begitu banyak tekanan kerja, masa tak menentu, atau balik nak kena manage keluarga, kadang-kadang tekanan tu terlepas pada keluarga dan sebagainya. Any thoughts from you, Puan?
Yeah. Another thing, Ismail, actually I can spare lagi 15 minutes lah ya, only for all of you, sebab I tengok ramai 400 orang ni, ada yang text I dekat I punya LinkedIn pun, so it's okay, I can spare time for all of you ya. Bukan senang nak spare time dengan RSOG ni. Okay, so the question was how do I manage? Yeah, how do you manage the work, the demanding deliverables from your office and also family ya? Itu soalannya ya. Okay, so you must remember, saya juga isteri dan saya juga ibu kepada anak-anak. Jadi kita semua sama ya, ibu-ibu sekalian. Dan saya juga bekerja di corporate sector and I also work and I've got a lot of responsibility. You must remember that. So how is it I manage ni from my own sharing lah, sebab ada yang Puan bertanya tu kan. To me, you must remember, whatever you focus will grow. Ingat tu. Kalau kita fokus negatif, negatif yang akan grow. Kalau kita fokus positif, positif yang akan grow. Kalau kita fokus pada kemajuan, kemajuan yang akan datang pada kita. Kalau kita fokus kepada kemajuan anak-anak yang akan kita nampak nanti. You know, the result. So, I would advise all of you mothers, yeah, young mothers, senior mothers, yeah, or even to all women, focus and prioritize your life. Macam saya, fokus saya, anak, suami, rumah tangga, kerja. So 4 things that I need to focus, and my family, my parents. So semua ni, I have to divide my attention in time. So you focus on these things. And another thing is that Osman, bapa ya, okay, bapa pun boleh juga Osman ya. Ada juga yang dekat dalam chat box tu. So bapa pun tak apa. Bapa pun fokus. Kalau bapa fokus positif, positif lah yang akan kita dapat ya. Okay. So to me prioritize ya. Now another thing saya nak advise ya anda semua, kita sekarang ni dalam dunia digital dementia. We are always with our phone. So please be careful. Tolong ambil berat tentang this digital habit that we have. I call it digital dementia lah. Because why? Because of this digital influence that we have, this handphone ni, it takes away our time from our quality time from our family. So for us to make sure that we focus on family, kerja and all that, waktu kerja, kita kerja. Waktu kita nak check WhatsApp kita check. Sebab we will be distracted by our handphone when we are talking to our children. So saya nak minta jugalah anda semua ya, bila dengan anak-anak, letak handphone di tepi. Because the attention spent to your kids is very worthwhile. Very worthwhile. Kita tak nak anak kita merasakan, oh, I'm not important because my mother and father is playing with handphone. Kita tak nak macam tu. And kalau anak-anak kecil, you know, you can still do this so that you give your full attention to your kids. All right? And then, okay, Encik Baktia Okay. Oh, ini ada chat. Okay. So what you focus will grow. So focus kepada positif, focus kepada anak-anak, focus kepada your priorities. That is my advice lah. And it's not impossible because banyak juga wanita-wanita yang berjaya dekat luar sana juga ada family. You know, they have families at home, they still have to cook. Saya juga balik daripada office, saya kena fikir, anak saya nak makan apa? Keluarga saya nak makan apa? Ada lauk tak dekat rumah? It is normal for all of us. It is normal. We all go through the same thing. And inshallah, if you focus on the right thing, inshallah, your life will be good. Inshallah. Allah is great. Ada 77 di chat box.
Puan Rina, kalau saya boleh reverse balik, tadi Puan Rina mention pasal digital kan. Earlier, there's a question about sharing of data in clouds. So, how secure is this practice, Puan Rina, which is quite apparent during WFH?
Ya, itulah kau ambil ni.
Okay, it's mute, there was noises now. Okay, digital. Okay, so it is during this time that our digital cybersecurity will have to play their part. Cybersecurity, yeah. Inilah masa di mana cybersecurity experts now have to come up, just like how HR comes out to lead the crisis in the organization, to lead the management of crisis in the organization. So pada saya, di tabung haji kita, we have a set of cybersecurity put in place that alhamdulillah actually no issue, I would say. Yeah. So saya bukan expert in the cybersecurity space, but I believe our government with our technology, with Menteri kita KJ, you know, Ministry of Science, will be able to control the security of document that is going in and out. Yeah, that's how I believe, because even if we put on cloud, you know, our IT department will be able to have a sense of control because bukan semua dokumen yang kita boleh letak dekat cloud kan. So I'm sure they have put some security measures and mechanism in place to ensure all our documents are safe and sound. Yeah.
Puan Rina, Encik Rashid tanya pasal WhatsApp group pekerja yang sentiasa berbunyi tanpa mengira waktu. What's your thoughts on this, Puan Rina?
WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, again, yeah. It depends on your preference. If you are the kind of person who can multitask, you can always answer your WhatsApp at any time. Macam saya, my WhatsApp, I have to be on 24/7. Yeah, so it depends on you. It depends on your priority. For us in Jabatan Muda Insan, we have to be on standby like most of the time lah. Crisis COVID, you know, employees urgent needs, GL, mungkin ada kematian, you know, that memang kita have to be on guard all the time, 24/7 lah untuk kita Jabatan Muda Insan. Jadi kita memang dah faham tanggungjawab kita memang WhatsApp tu 24/7. Yeah, but then again, I will have my time that certain time memang I will answer all the WhatsApp, but kalau urgent, call. So I have my time when I don't answer WhatsApp certain time, tapi certain time I can answer all WhatsApp. Yeah. Now you have to remember, work from home can also cause burnout. Ingat tu, burnout. Yeah, because I myself actually feel burn out sometimes because of the continuous meetings yang tak ada break. You know, my PA pening kepala nak arrange I punya timetable without break, even 5 minutes on, masuk meeting ni, masuk meeting tu, masuk meeting ni. So working from home can also cause burnout. Penat kan duduk macam ni kan Ismail, duduk penat kan kalau daripada pagi nak duduk and all that. So again, back to the employer. Tanggungjawab employer seperti kita di tabung haji. What I did was I ensure that employees yang sedang bekerja di rumah is actually supplied with classes yang boleh stretch, you know, yang boleh exercise di mana our body is loosen up lah. And kita punya initiative di tabung haji is called Muscle Drivers, actually led by Encik Halim ya. So Encik Halim ni setiap hari akan make sure, okay, hari ni kita akan betulkan kita punya lengan, you know, stretch. So berdiri, tak boleh. You don't have all these tools for the employees to ensure that they're not burnt out lah. I hope I'm answering the question, no?
Inshallah. Rina, we have come to the end of our program today.
What's the time now?
Would you like to?
Okay.
Would you like to offer parting words to our participants, Rina?
Yeah. My word of advice is that most of us here are Muslim. Yeah. We must remember that sewaktu bekerja, try our best to do the work that we have been assigned for. Yeah. Sebagai pemimpin, we must also understand and empathetic with our employees because they too are humans. For us HR, it is actually this time during COVID that we must emphasize more that employees are humans. And kita pun nak advise the leaders at various division, yeah, that employees are humans as well. Because many cases when we are doing our work and then kita dapat call that our cousin, our relative are now on the way in the ambulance to the hospital due to COVID. Yeah, jadi kita kena faham tu semua. It is very important for us to have a mindset. Kita choose. I told you just now, I dah siap context in the beginning that do you want to be bottom atau you want to be above? You choose. Sebab kalau above meaning you choose to look at situation in a growth mindset, positive outlook, apa yang kita boleh perbaharui dalam diri kita sendiri. So I would advise all of you that this is a time for you to do a lot of self-reflection kerana mungkin waktu yang diberi Allah ni tak akan datang lagi dah. COVID akan berlalu dan kita tak akan ada waktu lagi untuk solitude and spend our time ourselves and reflect and connect with ourselves inside. That is my parting word lah. Dan kepada anda semua, you can still follow me on LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn, Rina.Sarif, and also follow our Tabung Haji LinkedIn as well, and follow our Instagram Thriving Careers and Facebook as well. Bukan nak promote lah, tapi kita banyak juga job opportunity and internship kan kepada anak-anak, all of you ataupun saudara mara adik-beradik yang nak buat internship atau practical di Tabung Haji, ada opportunity. So please come and apply because now Tabung Haji we are thriving the employees and thriving the future employees towards success, insyaAllah. So terima kasih semua, dekat 400 participants today, Masya Allah. I really hope all of you have benefit, dan kepada mereka yang ingin mendapat nasihat saya pun boleh juga message di LinkedIn because I'm very social media savvy. Jadi saya ada waktu 1 jam untuk layan message pertanyaan kan tentang kerjaya. Yes. And so do keep in touch with me, everyone, and please stay safe and take care, everyone.
For Rina, Sarif, thank you so much for a very insightful and refreshing sharing with us this afternoon. We really appreciate the time that you spend with us. Puan Rina, on behalf of Razak Sekolah Government, kami mendoakan Puan Rina Has diberikan kesihatan supaya dapat terus menyumbang bukan saja pada tabung haji, tapi kepada discourses berkaitan dengan pembangunan sumber manusia yang mana kami nampak begitu dekat di hati Puan.
Masya Allah, thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak chat box, Masya Allah. Tak sempat nak jawab semua, terima kasih semua, terima kasih. Terima kasih on behalf of tabung haji as well.
Kepada Puan Rina juga, kami mohon maaf sekiranya ada sebarang kekurangan, sebarang kesilapan dalam menjayakan program ini. Pada para peserta kita, terima kasih di atas soalan-soalan dan maklum balas yang diberikan. Kami mohon maaf kerana kesuntukan masa kita tidak dapat untuk membacakan soalan dan semua maklum balas yang telah diutarakan. Sila follow RSOG di social media untuk program-program kami di masa yang akan datang. Sekali lagi, Puan Rina, para peserta semua, terima kasih banyak. Sampai jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih banyak, Puan Rina.
Barakallahu fiik.